Welcome to TRS Clips, where you'll find happiness through your own curiosity.
What is hair loss, what is hair thinning, and what is hair fall? Because there's a lot of misconceptions regarding the terminologies. Every second person says, I'm having this. So hair fall, if I have to say, it is a normal cycle where hair goes in a shedding phase and grows back. That's with every individual. Hair thinning is where there is hair miniaturization, where you start losing volume, thickness, and density. And hair loss is actual thick terminal follicles go in a villous stage which is not visible to naked eye.
As in?
So it goes in a complete stage of baldness. So that is the actual hair loss.
You mean like the structure of a hair?
Yeah, so it's a thick follicle. So basically entire human body, you see somewhere there is fine hair, somewhere there's thick hair on your scalp. You can see small hair follicles on your forehead and something. So these are known as villous hair in medical terminology.
Villous hair,
Yeah.
when it's thick.
When it's thinned out, which is not visible to naked eye.
Okay.
So that is the phase of thinning and baldness which happens. A thick follicle goes to a finer follicle, and goes to a stage which is not visible. So that is where the baldness sets in.
What is the root of the hair shaft called?
So root of the hair shaft, it's an entire unit. It's a follicle unit with multiple parts: the bulb, the stem, the proliferative cells, and everything.
Okay, for the sake of better understanding, can we compare it to a tree?
We can, in some sense.
So there is like the main body of the tree, which is what we see on the outside.
Right.
And you're saying that when someone is balding, that body of the tree becomes thinner.
It starts thinning out completely.
And in the highest stage of hair loss, the root of the tree only dies.
It doesn't die, but it is to a phase where it doesn't give you a thick follicle finally.
Like it becomes weakened itself.
Yeah, completely, almost dead.
Almost dead.
Yeah.
And that's the highest form of hair loss where you see...
And then that is when you see a complete bald person at different grades.
With a shiny head.
With a shiny head.
So effectively what's happened in the scalp is the roots have become very weak.
So basically there's a hormonal theory behind that the major concern about anything, it is your male hormones, androgen, which gets converted to testosterone, a more potent form, and a more potent dihydrotestosterone, which gets attached to the follicles, causes thinning and the damage.
One second, dog. We got to slow it down a little bit. Okay?
Sure.
So every male body contains testosterone
androgen,
in our balls. So pre it becoming testosterone, the precursor to testosterone is something called androgens.
Androgen.
Now, how is this precursor related to balding?
So basically testosterone is a very important hormone related to our body, related to many other functions, and this gets converted to a more potent form, that is dihydrotestosterone.
Why?
That's a reaction because of multiple factors happening in the body, and that dihydrotestosterone is the major reason which attaches the follicle and causes the thinning and hair miniaturization.
So guys who are actually dealing with hair thinning or hair loss have a higher level of testosterone?
Testosterone level may be same, there will be more conversion of dihydrotestosterone.
Okay.
And there can be free testosterone excessive levels also, depends.
Fair to say this is primarily based on genetic factors?
Majorly.
Yeah. I read this theory when we were growing up in terms of, I think, dominant genetic factors versus non-dominant. Right. So if one of the two parents is tall, the kid will be tall.
Yeah.
Similarly, if one of the two parents carries a bald gene, so the mom... So
one of the parents or the family members also.
So say if your mom is obviously not bald, but her brother might be bald, or her dad, your nana might be bald.
So maternal, paternal, either of the genes, it can come to you.
Much likelier that you will be bald.
It is much likelier, but then there are multiple additional factors which contribute to this. Nowadays, as you see, a lot of people, so previously we were seeing balding in 30s, 40s or 50s maybe. Nowadays, we start seeing a lot of individuals in younger age group who started falling into this hair loss problems and getting bald at 19, 20 also. So this is because of multiple factors like stress, sleep, improper dietary habits, water, pollution, environment, hormonal, everything contributes to it. Majorly, I'll say it's hormonal, but yeah, there are multiple additional factors which contribute.
In percentage, how much is genetics versus how much is lifestyle?
I cannot say in percentage, but yeah, majorly it's genetics, but then there are other contributing factors.
90% genetics?
Can be said 70%, 75%.
75%. Baki, it's stress.
It's stress and other factors. And the lifestyle what we have today.
Don't you think like all those lifestyle factors which go wrong, like excess smoking or lack of sleep or drinking, actually is because of escapism, which happens because of stress anyway?
Yeah, finally it is. Yeah, stress, you need to run away from stress, and that is how it's a cycle.
Okay.
Agreed.
But all of us are ambitious guys, and stress is going to be a part of our lives.
Yeah.
So if you are balding, firstly, I think, and my take on this, and again, like I have not faced that exact problem because of genetics. Like no one in my family, none of the guys from both sides have had a balding issue, so I can't completely relate, but I've had a lot of friends go through this. I want to begin this podcast by saying, hey bro, it's normal, relax, there are biological solutions. Fair to start like that?
There are biological, there are surgical, there are multiple options available. We are in a stage where we have solutions for everything, so there's nothing we need to stress about.
Okay. Hey, if you enjoyed today's clip, make sure you check out all the other clips we've uploaded on this channel. You'll find a clip related to almost every single topic as long as you're willing to search for it.